Excellent. Don't feel like you have to play Batgirl because you're a woman, all right?
No.
Did you play Batgirl yesterday?
Yes.
All right. I will make the disclaimer that this is a demonstration for getting the style of the game, for playability, so some of the rules might not actually reflect the rules that are in the rule book, but that's just to generate playability for the demo and excitement and to get people to really enjoy what's going on.
In other words, he's going to cheat.
I wasn't going to go that way, but you know. So, welcome to Batman the Animated Series, the Gotham City Under Siege. All right, this game is a cooperative game where all four heroes that are on the table are going to cooperate together to stop the nefarious supervillains from taking over Gotham City. The game is played in 4 acts, and each act is based off of an episode from Batman the Animated Series Book 1. If you remember, Batman the Animated Series was in books, not seasons. So, Act 1 is based off of an episode with Scarecrow. Act 2 uses the Joker. Act 3 uses all of the supervillains, and Act 4 uses Ra's al Ghul. The game gets progressively harder as you progress through the acts. The only way for the heroes to win is to defeat Act 4. For this demonstration, we're only going to play Act 1 and try and stop Scarecrow from taking over Gotham City. Each act has multiple story and plot cards for replayability, so every time you play through it, it's going to be different. I can't even try to think of the amount of permutations there are, but the game has got a lot of replayability, all right? The card here is going to tell us how to set up and configure the battlefield. We have 4 players. The game is for 2 to 5 players. The fifth hero that we have is Catwoman. I just don't have the space to put her on the table, all right? So we got 4 players, 4 heroes. That gives us 5 story cards, and these story cards are the nefarious deeds that Scarecrow is trying to carry out to take over Gotham City. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 story cards, okay? Then we move over here and we see 4 masterminds. These are the masterminds on the table. Right now we've got Poison Ivy, Bane, Clayface, and Harley Quinn. We actually have a stack of all of the villains from book 1 of Batman the Animated Series. It's just randomly which ones come out. Okay? Poison Ivy! And we come down here and we see that I got to put out 14 villains, and I'm going to reach into the bag here for 14 random villains. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, all right? And then if we look down here on the masterminds, each of the masterminds have more villains to place out. So Harlequin likes to run around with 8 more villains. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Poison Ivy likes 7 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bane likes to hang out with 5 more. And Clayface likes 7. Hopefully it's not like the last demo where Clayface had 7 ninjas on his area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. If you would all please pick up the villains and stack them into 3 stacks. 1 stack of thugs, 1 stack of henchmen, 1 stack of ninjas. And while you're doing that, recognize that the thugs take 1 point of damage to take out, the henchmen take 2, and the ninjas take 3. And heroes take villains out. They don't kill them. They put them to sleep. They lock them in jail because we're heroes. All right?
This won't work in Marvel.
All right.
Batman v Superman.
So, there's one way to win the game, to play through all 4 acts and survive. There are 3 ways to lose the game. The first way to lose the game is when your hero becomes wounded. If he becomes wounded again, your hero has fallen, you all lose, right? This is a cooperative game. You all have to succeed or you all fail. The second way you can lose the game is over here on the explosion token counter. If the explosion token counter ever reaches 0, there has been too much property damage in Gotham City has fallen, and you lose. The other way, and the final way to lose the game, is this is the civilian casualty counter. When the civilian casualty counter reaches 0, too many innocent people in Gotham City have died, Gotham City has fallen, and you lose. All right? During the course of the game,
I am Batman.
During the course of the game, you're going to want to defeat all of the villains that are on the battlefield, plus defeat all of the story cards over here. All right? So just keep in mind, don't get too fixated on the villains. There's also the story cards. This is a battlefield. This is a battlefield. This is a battlefield, and this is a battlefield. This is the rooftops. The rooftops are not a battlefield. They're the rooftops. But if you're on the rooftops, you can attack any battlefield. Okay? If each player would please turn over the top 2 cards from their skill deck, or pick them up, decide, choose one of them to play. And don't worry, for this demonstration, I have carefully selected those 2 cards to make them useful and playable.
We kind of gave him some shit.
Okay, so what we don't use, just put back on top.
Okay, which one are you going to use? Okay, just go ahead and put that one back on top and that one like that. SWAT team, come on, SWAT team. Yes! Commissioner Gordon and the SWAT team.
I'll be a completely
And then we got Batgirl with Double Trouble, and then Batman, Gotham City shall not fall. Okay.
I don't know if that was a good first choice or not, but we're going to find out.
If you look on your cards, you also have several other little skills. Batgirl, you've got this one, Batman, this, and you got your skill there, all right? I know there's a lot of stuff on your cards. Just be aware of what's going on with your cards as you're playing through, because things will happen to trigger your cards throughout the gameplay, all right? In addition, you have this one super skill at the bottom of the card that requires skill tokens to use. All right, Batman's got his Batarang. Batgirl has the Bat Cycle. Robin has Timely Quip, and Commissioner Gordon has Under Arrest. All right. With that being said, does anybody got any big questions? All right. So please pick up the 4 dice and roll them. Or I'm sorry, before we get that, I'm skipping ahead. Disregard the dice roll. Please pick up your heroes and put them on the battlefield. So remember, this is a battlefield. Some heroes are going to want to share the battlefield with others.
Because if I do this, then Robin has to move to a battlefield.
Okay? All right. Now, you picked up, Robin picked the dynamic duo, so Robin gets 1 bonus die, and he gets to provide a bonus die to another hero.
Hey, Batman.
Have a bonus die.
That makes sense.
Okay, now we'll pick up the dice and roll it. All right, during Act 1, Batman is always the act leader because
He's the leader.
No! Come on!
He's Batman.
Yes, thank you. So Batman, you are going to select one of these dice to play on your card, or to place over here on the story cards.
Did you watch that?
I guess I can put the 5 there? No, what's a good choice? I don't know.
Well, I would suggest Batman throw his Batarang right now.
Okay, we do that.
All right, so go ahead and read
kills
out.
the highest of each one.
Yeah, so go ahead and read out what the Batarang does.
All right, so the Batarang, once we activate the hero and the hero step, Batman may discard one of his tokens. Whoop. To throw his Batarang, it ricochets around the battlefield, defeating the highest ranked villain on each battlefield, including his own.
So Batman throws the Batarang, it defeats Harlequin, Clayface, Bane, and Poison Ivy with one mighty throw of his Batarang.
It's kind of gross. But he can only do that twice per game, right?
Yes, so we're only playing one act, so use your tokens like you got them for Act 1, but realize in a real game, you only have 2 tokens for all 4 acts. All right? So, Batman still has to use one of his dice.
Oh, really? On top of that. So, what are bat signal points?
These are the bat signal points up here, all right? The bat signal is going to go up and down throughout the game according to what happens on the table. Each player can spend 1 point or more from the bat signal to modify a die, plus or minus however many points they move the bat signal.
And what happens when it gets 8?
It is really super bright, and the entire city of Gotham can see the beacon of hope. When it goes to 0, it's really, really dim, and Commissioner Gordon has to get out the super light bulbs and call the electric company and say, hey.
Well, then I guess.
So the dice you spend have to match what's on the card.
Right,
This
so there's a
down
1.
here means you can play any die down there.
Oh. Oh, well then. So I could place 1 there and kill a thug or a henchman, I mean.
Well, so go ahead and read out what the acrobatic attack
So
does.
the acrobatic attack, when activated, by placing any die, deal damage equal to the die placed +1 on Batman's battlefield. Batman may move freely once during this action to an adjacent battlefield or rooftop.
Okay, so Batman's going to do 2 points of damage.
2 points damage
So
to a
he
henchman.
takes out a henchman, and then you can move him if you want to.
Yeah.
So you can only move your hero when your card says you can move him.
I guess I'll join Robin.
Come over here and join Robin. All right.
Robin needs some love.
Okay, so Batman's done. Now remember I said this was a cooperative game, so this is where the rest of the players, and including Batman, should kind of be talking about, hey, I can go over here and flip this die, and oh, well, I've got the skill that will match that die, and oh, I can eliminate all of these henchmen. So we got Batgirl, Commissioner Gordon, and the GCPD, and Robin to go. Does anybody know what they want to do?
I do, unless you want
I
to.
do. I'm gonna throw a battering.
All right,
I'll take
so,
out.
So you're going to take a 2, put it on your card, and you're throwing the batarang. And what does it do again?
When Batgirl throws the batarang, she defeats 1 villain from each stack on her own battlefield and 1 from each stack on the adjacent battlefield.
So this is your
One
battlefield
adjacent
right now?
battlefield.
Right, this is your battlefield, this is an adjacent battlefield, and this is adjacent. So you take out 1.
1 from each of these.
Well, her batarang might be a little bit better.
Not necessarily. And then 1 from each of those.
Just 1.
Just 1.
1 from.
It's
1 villain from each stack.
on her battlefield, and 1 from each stack on an adjacent battlefield. Oh, okay, right, yeah, that's sort of fun.
Yeah, that's a little
die,
good.
And then she can move to an adjacent battlefield or the rooftops if she wants to. I'm going to move to the rooftops, I think.
Very good. Okay, so Batgirl's done. We've got Commissioner Gordon and Robin. Go ahead, Gordon.
Alright, in that case, I will spend a token off of Gordon to do under arrest. The
Okay,
GC.
so for under arrest, it can only affect thugs. If you have
That's
higher
right.
level villains there, you can't use it.
I figured since there were enough. Oh, you got to wait till you're down to thugs.
Correct.
Okay. So in that case.
So what you can do is once you roll,
Well, then
right?
hold up. I may be able to help you out with that.
Well, I can tell you right now, he can eliminate all of those right now.
Oh, okay. Then by all means.
Okay,
That's all good.
You know
so
this
you can
better
take
than
a
I do.
3 and put it on the police raid.
Yep.
And you're going to do 4 points of damage, right?
Right.
Plus you have the SWAT team, which adds 5
Additional
damage.
5.
So that's 9 damage. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you can spend
Spend the
your
token.
under the arrest token and clean up the streets of Gotham City.
Nice.
And then.
And then you can move at the end of that if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's enough people over there to take out.
So congratulations, Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
All
Sorry,
right, so now we go to Robin.
sorry to leave you hanging, Batman, but to do my thing, I've got to move. So I place a 2 in here. I move to an adjacent battlefield and deal 7 damage to villains there.
So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it goes. If that's what you want to do.
It seems like a good idea.
Okay.
All right, and then after that, move 4 villains from his battlefield to an adjacent battlefield. There's only 1 left.
Can you go here or can you go over here?
Well, I think I can do 8 next turn. I think I can.
So we'll send it
Over
to
here with
Batman.
Batman? All right, Robin.
So, yeah.
Okay, so everybody's done an action. So go ahead and pick up the dice that you have not used, and you're going to roll them again. No, have not used. Yep. Once you place a die on a card, it stays there. Okay. All right. And then Robin gets to choose 1 other player to have a bonus die.
We'll give it to Batman again.
Okay, go ahead and give it to him.
I think you took it.
1 of the white dice.
Oh.
The white dice or the bonus dice? Okay, and who goes first?
Batman.
Because
He's Batman.
that's right.
Because I'm Batman. So, I think a good play is to do that and deal 8 damage. Swinging attack, kind of like belts them all in the face. Why wouldn't I use that? I don't know, because I didn't read that one.
Well, I mean, oh, Oh no, sorry, never mind.
Yeah, it has to be the 1.
Okay.
So the 1 to the 1. When activated, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Oh, please go.
When activated, placing a 1 die. Batman must have moved to any battlefield, defeating the highest villain there. Then Batman deals 8 damage to the villains on this battlefield. Oh,
So he has to move.
so I guess he goes here.
All right. You don't have to play that one if you don't want to.
I think it'll still work out
Okay.
because he kills the highest one
Okay.
and then does 8 damage to the villains. So there's 2, 5,
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Very good.
That's pretty good. I mean, knocks them out.
He's putting them to sleep. He's just sleeping. He's really tired.
Lots of sleeping.
Okay, Batman's activation's over. Who would like to go next? You guys are doing a fantastic job cleaning up the streets of Gotham City, but you have done nothing to foil Scarecrow's plot to take over Gotham City.
In other words, he's hinting. We need to put some stuff on the cards.
And remember, 5s or 6s can go on Protect the Innocent, 6s on Criminals Run Wild, a Beacon of Hope is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Stolen Batmobile, the first die placed, it can be any number, but the next die has to equal that die. And then we have the Destructive Mobs, and that's got to be 5 hero dice, not bonus dice, hero dice. Right?
Fine, I'll step in then.
Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, so this can trigger Robin's timely quip.
I wish I actually had a timely quip. But,
Well, I can't let you place a bonus die unless you say a timely quip. Sorry.
holy hand grenade, Batman.
Yes! All right.
so-
Oh, but the bad part is, all right, no bonus dice can be placed on this card. So actually, you can't use the timely quip.
So I'd have to use it on one of these. I
Correct.
can still technically do it on my turn though, and just take out stolen.
No, it's got to be somebody else that does it,
Somebody
that plays the story cards. So, Commissioner Gordon, do you still want to do the 5 there? Like if you did it up here,
How about there's stuff you can assist
then
on
we
that?
can do the timely quip.
Holy hand grenade, Batman.
And now we are protecting the innocent. All right. So how's that?
One left to go, yes.
You keep that. You spent. This is the die you spent. So this is your dice pool.
Right.
So
Right, still do one more turn, right? Or no?
you still have 2 more turns, but we're not there yet. You only spend 1 die a turn.
Okay, gotcha.
One die.
Right. So we still have Robin and we still have Batgirl.
Batgirl can set the bar low on that so somebody can hit that
Okay.
with 1 at some point.
And this can only be used once per action hero phase. Okay. So Robin, what you got? You can match that one with
Yeah,
a 1.
I got 1 here so we can take out the stolen Batmobile.
What's this Batgirl and Double Trouble?
Oh yeah, that's right. What if I don't have a bonus die?
And it's also, so Double Trouble says, when you share a battlefield with another hero
Oh, we completed
and
one.
place a die in a story card, you may place a bonus die of the same value on any story card. But unfortunately, you're up on the roof right now, so you're not with another
But we
hero.
did complete one, so he does 6 damage to villains on this battlefield.
Fantastic. Gotham City shall not fall. And just as an important note, Robin has recovered the stolen Batmobile and is now rolling around Gotham City in the Batmobile. So Robin's got some style. Chick stick the car, and Batman can never deny Robin to drive the Batmobile ever again. Okay, so that was Batgirl. Robin's gone. Commissioner Gordon's gone. So pick up your remaining dice. Give him a spin. You get 1 bonus die to add to somebody else.
Let's give it to Batgirl this time.
All right.
Thank you.
And who's going first?
Batman! Because I'm Batman. And I think I will place this on the Beacon of Hope.
All right, Beacon of Hope. Every time you place a die in the Beacon of Hope, it increases the bat signal strength by 2.
Nice.
It is a beacon to the citizens of Gotham City. There is hope.
And then,
So that's pretty much your turn.
well, that can trigger that, right? Or will
Right,
it not
but,
help?
but the bonus die matches what you place.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
you've
that's
already
bad.
placed a 1. So,
Yep.
all right. So we've got Batgirl still, we've got Robin, and we've got Commissioner Gordon. So what I would recommend is someone jump up onto the rooftops with Batgirl so that it triggers your Double Trouble.
Does that work?
But we've got all of we still have villains over here, by the way.
Well, I can do kicks and punches. So I've got a 5. I can can do 7 damage to any villains on the battlefield, which I can move during that and go down to the battlefield. And I can actually use my special ability, Bat Cycle, and increase the damage by 6. So I'll be
That sounds like a good plan to
13
me.
damage. So
But I'm a biased observer. So Batgirl jumps on her bat cycle on the rooftops and descends down into the streets of Gotham City and runs down some villains.
damage. So I don't.
How much total was it?
13.
So we gotta do it with the henchmen first, or?
Yeah.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's even got one to spare.
Hit me.
Batgirl's pretty, yeah. All right, so that's Batgirl's activation. We still have Commissioner Gordon and the GCPD and Robin.
He's taking an action.
All right, so that increases that up to a total of 8. The bat signal is now blindingly bright in the night skies of Gotham City. The civilians have hope.
Guess I can put on Criminals Run Wild.
Okay. And that would be it. So I'll take that die back and everybody roll their dice and you get to add one to somebody else. And remember, you can use the bat signal to adjust dice.
Oh.
Which one?
Yeah, that's good.
Which one of these is worse?
They're all pretty bad. But I will say that 2 of the cards really have no impact on this act.
I have a
They would
3.
carry over into the next act.
We can adjust one of the dice to a 4, and we have a 5. Do we have a 6?
Check out this one.
Yeah, we could totally knock out Beacon of Hope.
Well, the 5 could also go there.
Oh yeah, we can knock out that too.
So you want me to take out Criminals
Batman
Run Wild?
first.
Well, I don't have much. I mean, there's nothing to fight, so I go on Beacon of Hope, or I change my die to something else.
So how about this? Change this to a 5. Then you can place it on Beacon of Hope, and then that'll go back up to an 8.
That works too.
Take this 5 and put it on Protect the Innocent.
Taking out Protect the Innocent.
All right, but nobody else is with you, so that doesn't trigger the bonus die.
So I can take out Criminals Run Wild.
All right, so you've prevented the criminals from running wild, and you've protected the innocents. That leaves Commissioner
Yeah,
Gordon.
but 3 and a 2, we can change one of them. Well,
You can't use the bonus dice on this.
Right, you can't put bonus dice onto the destructive mobs.
But that can be modified by
we can modify it to a 5, or we can put it on the Beacon of Hope.
But we can't modify this
Well,
because it
if
won't
you
take.
put it on this
The
now,
white dice
it
can't
won't
go on
up
this
anymore.
card.
But he's got a green one left.
Yes, he does.
I'm saying if you put it on there, you don't get the benefit of
Right.
bumping that up.
Well, you bump it up to a 6.
So I would say,
Maybe an 8.
so how about this? We take the bonus die he has, bump it up to a 4, put it on Beacon of Hope,
That jumps Beacon of Hope
and
back
that jumps
up.
the Beacon of Hope back up to 8. All right, and now Commissioner Gordon is the only one that gets to roll dice, because if you can't roll dice, you don't
I
get
don't have
bonus
bonus
dice.
die. So,
He gets a 5.
well, you could put it on destructive mobs.
That's all I could do.
we could do.
Yep, I mean, yeah, the bat signal's maxed out. Okay, so at this point, the hero phase is over. All right, we now move into the crisis phase.
Oh, no.
The first step of the crisis phase is to resolve any of the story cards that have not been defeated. So right here we have a Beacon of Hope. Beacon of Hope says, draw another story card. The story card revealed is Street Terror. If not defeated in the crisis phase, roll 3 dice for destruction rolls instead of 1. I'll say what a destruction roll is here in a moment. Okay? The other card that we not complete was the destructive mobs. So the mobs have run wild through Gotham City and they destroy a building. So someone please select a building. Pick the one in the middle. Okay, this building gets destroyed. We flip over the card and we cause 1 explosion or 2 civilian casualties. What will it be? Heroes.
Property damage is always easily fixable as opposed to lives.
That's right.
Thank you so much. So
Wayne
many
Enterprises
people,
has a lot of money.
so many people have been saying, "Oh, there's more casualties than people, or than buildings, so get rid of the casualties." All right, so that concludes Act 1. We would clean up the table, reset, and go into Act 2. The bat signal would stay, and any skill tokens you had would stay. But we'll talk about what happens if there were villains left over.
What about the Street Terror?
That was just for, I was going to talk about that here in a moment.
Okay.
All right, so let's say, for example, there was still a couple villains and some stacks of villains still on the table. All right, this is why I had you guys divide these up into stacks, okay? During the crisis phase, after we resolve the story cards, we resolve the villains. If there's any villains still left on the table during the crisis step, each of the villains gets to roll 1d6. If they roll any odd numbers, they destroy a building. If they roll an even number, nothing happens. So that's why if you combine it with this card, now all of a sudden, each of these guys gets to roll 3 dice. So that's a possible 9 buildings destroyed
So it could be
during
a real
the crisis.
landslide.
All right, it could be a real landslide. All right. If there are heroes still in this battlefield with these villains, the hero can make a heroic defense to attempt to stop the villains from destroying a building. The hero rolls a d6. If he rolls a 1, or she, the hero becomes wounded. All right. Any other result, he stops the villain from destroying a building. All right.
So stop one of those 9 at that.
Well, he can do it for each stack, but he can die heroically doing that, right?
We all lose.
And then we all lose because we win or lose as a team of heroes, all right? And that's basically the game demo. I hope you all enjoyed it.
I will be
The
buying
game is going to be available the first week of September. It's going to be $50. It includes everything you see here, plus Acts 2, 3, and 4, and Catwoman, who we just don't have out because I don't have enough table space. So I hope you guys enjoyed the demo.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
And I have promo cards for alternate art cards for the season.
Hi guys, meet the Nibbles, who's gonna go down. She just decided not to go down my back, so we'll do this for her so she's comfy. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate it. Please hit the like button and share it if you know somebody who might be interested. And of course, there's always Twitter and the Facebook thingy, and soon I have a newsletter coming. That'll be down there or in a link below, and my kitty cat loves that idea. So anyway, there was one more thing. Oh yeah, subscribe. Be a part of my community, our community. Let's make it grow together. See you guys at a con somewhere, or a local store, or if I'm driving through the country, maybe a game club. I don't know, you're not going to go knock down my camera. Bye guys.